Hi, I'm Zach.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're
the Bourbon Bros. These are the finest whiskeys Wisconsin has to offer.
And we're going to find out which one's the best.
All right, let's introduce today's Royal Rumble contenders.
All right, let's start on my side. We have Driftless Glen. It is a single barrel, bottled by Casey, 96 proof, and aged 5+ years. Next contender, we're going to have 45th Parallel. It is Red 5W, aged 6 years, and is the straight wheat whiskey, and it comes in at 96 proof. And next on the docket, we have a store pick from Festival. It's Dancing Goat Distillery, a quirky and humble barrel, aged 8 years, and comes in at 108 proof.
And fighting out of the blue corner, we've got Dirty Helen, Great Lake's finest barrel strength straight bourbon whiskey, coming in at 116 proof with a minimum of 2 years aged. Next up, we've got J. Henry & Sons. This is the Patent Road Reserve Cask Strength Edition, 120 proof, minimum 5 years aged. Last but not least, our reigning champion, we've got Cabin Straight coming in from Central Standard Distillery, 121 proof, non-age stated, a Mons store pick.
Let the rumble begin. Let's dive in. Super excited. Driftless Glen is one of our favorites. I think all these are kind of one of our favorites, right? In some fashion.
No, Driftless Glen's pretty much one of our favorites.
Yeah, Driftless Glen's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not going to be pretensies about that.
No.
96 proof, huh?
Yeah, and I believe they do all the distilling and bottling at Driftless Glen. I don't source it from anywhere.
I think they're a grain to glass facility. Yeah, really.
Those are my beliefs. I don't know for a fact.
Yeah, I think they're very proud of what they put out, and for good reason. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Hands down, a good bourbon. It's sweet.
Very sweet.
It smells very caramel on the nose, and it's the same way on the palate.
Yeah, I pick up it totally. Caramel is like the one thing that comes through nose through palate. It's got a decent finish, but it's not too long. I'll say that it's maybe just a little shallow in the finish.
Oh, yep, a little shallow in the finish. Maybe if it was a little more aged, it would have a little more chewability to it.
Yeah, or a little more proof, one of the two. But overall, that's a very nice whiskey. One thing I've always found about Driftless, it's super unique. It doesn't taste like Wisconsin bourbon.
By Wisconsin bourbon, we mean, man, it really kind of has a real corn or grain forward flavor usually, and this just doesn't have any of that.
I love it. It's good. Nice work. That's a great way to start.
All right, next bottle, we have 45th Parallel. We introduced this already, but this is a wheat whiskey.
It's a wheat whiskey. I think our only non-bourbon of the day, and that's not to say that we don't have a bourbon from 45th Parallel. We just think this one's better.
I'm excited to get into this.
I'll pour for you.
Okay. It's a twist off.
Looks cool. This is a much nicer bottle design, I think, than the previous iterations.
Yeah, I think it's very sleek. It's modern. It's good.
I like wheat. Wheat whiskey, and hadn't really been super in tune with until we got into the Bernheim. I tried this in store, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, cheers. So this has that very typical Wisconsin kind of grain forward nose. Very sweet though. I'd say sweet Cornish-like. It's a smooth bourbon.
It's so smooth, yeah.
It is pretty low proof though. What is it, 96 proof? The nose and the palate match.
I don't know if the nose and the palate match for me. I think the nose is grainy. Okay. I don't pick up that same grain forward expression on the palate so much. I don't get like the strawberries and cream I normally get on like a wheated bourbon, but I do pick up like some nice fruitier, kind of brighter notes on the
I would agree. I think there is some fruits I'm picking up in there as well.
Okay, this is good. We're moving along.
We're moving some haste here. And we have Dancing Goat Distillery is a store pick. It is a quirky humble barrel, baby. I'll pour it up.
Please. Boom. So that's probably the most exciting bottle for me in today's lineup because neither of us have tried this. Limousine Rye we've had. It's delicious. We enjoy it. We've also had some other Dancing Goat products that we weren't terribly fond of.
It's very dark.
It's much darker.
Yeah, it's a very dark brown color. It's beautiful, actually.
Because our previous Dancing Goat was kind of like a pea color.
Well, that's a little much. I wouldn't say pea color, but it is a little more yellow.
But, you know, you put those two side by side, and that's a very different, different. Oh, wow.
Whoa, this is sweet. Really sweet on the nose. This could be our surprise of the day here.
Very sweet, very dark, traditional
Wow.
kind of caramel. I'd almost go like brown sugary kind
Yeah.
of note on the nose.
I would definitely say brown sugar, like a dark brown sugar, I would say.
Yeah.
Brown sugar, big time. Mm-hmm. Big time sweet. It's got a little bit of spice to it.
It's got good stuff. It doesn't feel synchronized for some reason. It doesn't feel like it's all flowing together for me.
It's not bad.
No.
I would say this is
Not
better
bad.
than the we did so far.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think, listen, we were excited about this bottle. We came out hot because of the expectations. The bar was set kind of low.
It's new, yeah.
It overperformed. This is good. It's not tremendous, but it's very good for what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how it fares out compared to the last half of the lineup. So far,
Yeah.
it bodes well. Like the Phoenix, she rises again.
That dirty Helen, we can't keep her down.
Great Lakes makes their appearance back on the channel. We found the Dirty Helen. She is a dirty girl. Barrel strength iteration of their mainstay straight bourbon whiskey.
It definitely looks way darker than the previous iteration of what we had.
Already feel better about it.
This has that grainy to the nose a little bit.
Yep,
It's
a little
not
grainy.
as heavy, I would say, of a nose as that weeded was when it comes to the grain.
As I've come to learn Wisconsin bourbons more and more, 45th Parallel provides a lot of their mash, or the raw ingredients, I should say, a lot of the grains that other distillers in Wisconsin use.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, you can do research for yourself, but some very prominent Wisconsin distilleries use 45th Parallel. Could be why we find this Wisconsin
There's
note.
commonality between everything.
Yep. So it's better than
What we had.
the original version.
It's still not my favorite. It didn't hit my palate right.
It's not good.
It's a little, it has some spice to it. That's a plus.
I was going to say it kind of tastes like a spicy chocolate.
Yeah. Yep. I would
It's got like
say
a
so.
chocolate note to it, like a malty chocolate note to it. The grainy flavor isn't as prominent as I expected because that nose is pretty profound. But it still tastes grainy and unfortunately it tastes young.
And this one just kind of rolls straight through. There's not a lot of lingering around going on.
That tastes like young, grainy, high proof whiskey.
Yep. I would agree.
Keep it moving on. Probably the most famous Wisconsin bourbon.
Yeah, most well known. I guess that's really down to you guys. Everybody that's outside of Wisconsin, do you guys hear of J. Henry ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious what you guys hear about Wisconsin distillery-wise.
Quite frankly, J. Henry kind of put Wisconsin on the map for bourbon.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well,
it's got a national name. It's a good representation of Wisconsin whiskey.
if it wasn't a good bottle, we wouldn't have drank half of it so far.
That's true.
On the nose, I would say it does deliver that graininess, but it's a little softer with the graininess, and I'm actually kind of picking up a little more fruitiness.
This is like, to me, you ever had popcorn flavored jelly beans?
No.
This is kind of like that. It's got a distinct grain note, but it's also got kind of like this buttery, almost semi-salty, semi-sweet kind of thing going on. Way fuller mouthfeel. That jumps off right away.
It's got a wonderful vanilla to it.
Totally.
I think that vanilla comes through really heavy and nice.
I'd even take that to vanilla wafer because I kind of get like that little bit of
Like creaminess?
not creamy as much as like a breadiness to it.
Breadiness.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's 120 proof. I would say it definitely drinks under its proof.
Yeah, it definitely holds that proof really, really well. And maybe that's how it's delivering such really nice
Fullness.
and flavor. So, good. It's good.
It's good bourbon. Last but not least, our reigning champion. We thought we'd never see this again, but we found it.
Whoa.
This is cabin strength. This is the same bottle, same barrel
Sure.
as our previous winner. Last time we did this. We are looking at 121 proof.
This is our highest proof today. So we went in proof order. So everything from when I started to this last one here, this is the highest proof.
Interesting thing about this, it doesn't have an age statement. So you know it's at least 2 years old.
Wow. What are you thinking of the nose here?
I am picking up a really sweet vanilla on the nose.
Yeah.
Sweet vanilla.
Okay.
Yep. Like my wife puts like a vanilla creamer in her coffee.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of picking that up on the nose. is pretty interesting coming off the J. Henry, which has that prominent grain nose.
Yeah, which is none of that here.
Zero
grain in this. I would agree. It's like a very sweet vanilla.
Yeah.
Like perfumey almost.
Yeah, yep. I'm so glad we have this bottle.
I don't know. I can't believe they still had the same barrel. How many bottles can you get out of a barrel again?
Yeah, I mean,
200 some bottles?
Yeah, less than 200 probably. Yeah, less than 200. I'm so glad they had that bottle.
This is delicious.
Oh, so good. That is good ass whiskey.
Oh, and it punches really well with the proof.
That's 100.
Sweet.
That's 121 proof.
It's sweet, and it's a little more sweet.
We don't know if this is just the barrel. It could just be this barrel, and we're very fortunate to have 2 bottles from that barrel because this is a special barrel. This is good.
Yeah, and we would think that if this barrel's good, all of their barrels are something close to this at least. Mm-hmm. But to be fair and honest, we haven't had a lot of Central Standard, but this barrel is ridiculous.
Kind of by design at this point. Kind of by design. We've kind of been avoiding it, and we should probably do a deeper dive.
It does deliver a huge punch of flavor. It does really well with the proof. It screams vanilla. It has a little bit of nuttiness to there. There's some spice. It lingers, but it doesn't linger forever. You know?
This could be a young bourbon for all we know. It's not age dated. We have no idea how old the juice is in there, but that's pretty damn dark to be a
yeah,
bourbon.
You would think it would have to be finished if it was this dark.
Yeah, which
and not aged.
It'd have to at least
acknowledge that there's a finish of some sort.
So.
These 2 are definitely our top 2.
I would say Patent Road was probably the honorable mention for this one. I would like to see this at cask strength to see how that performs against this, which is cask strength. Mm-hmm. Good nose, or very good nose, good palate, okay finish. Good nose, very good palate, good finish.
Agreed.
So there's nothing that's okay about this. This has just got an okay finish.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
I would be very, very proud to recommend either of these bottles. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, if you don't own this bottle here, because it's a $40 bottle everywhere you go, you're sleeping on it, because that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Objectively speaking, these 2 bottles, I think we're in agreement, are cabin strength.
Cabin strength, still reigns supreme.
Yeah. For now.
For now. I wanted something else to come in and give a shot, but man, it's tough. It's a tough bottle. Yeah.
Hey, until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Zach.
And we're the Bourbon Bros.
We'll catch you on the next one.
And check out our Discord. You might like what's going on down there.
Ooh, the community.
Cheers.